But yeah, hey, welcome back to my Dying Light speedrun. This is a siblings mission, and we're in the school. This is where it all falls apart. This is going to be one intense run. I'm doing this with no glitches, no cheats. That means I'm way under level to do all this. And in Rises, or rather in the school, you have to face 3 batches of Rises men, and there's no way to speedrun past them. You just simply cannot speedrun past them. You must defeat them. Otherwise, the game won't feed you your next objective. There's just no way around it. You have to defeat them. And yeah, like I said before, this is where it all falls apart if you've been proceeding through the game underleveled, and you really have to have your shit together to do this. So basically, I figured out the only way to get through this is to have grapple. So I do have the grapple skill, and what you do is when you face them, taunt them into coming at you, grapple them behind you, and then go at them hard. And I am going to need some stamina boosters. Okay, so that's what I'm pounding back now, stamina booster. That way I can whack away without running out of stamina. Sometimes you get a cheap shot in that guy, and he always takes a shot at you with his throwing stars. And I found if you stand in the doorway, he'll come at you. And here I was lucky. I was able to throw him to the ground, so now I'm just whacking away at his head. And I'm able to do him in once again because I've got stamina booster, so I never run out of stamina. And he dropped a crude pick, so that's good. Got a good whack on that guy. See how they dodge? Now, if I can't get that guy to grapple there, if I can't grapple that guy there, usually I retreat to that other room with the bodies in it. And now they're getting at me, so this is where I go. I go in here because there's a lot more elbow room. This is kind of like a worst case scenario. I've got both of them at once, so I'm using my military rifle, and I got lucky there. I was able to do them both in because I got them lined up in the doorway, which is a good position to have them in. So I got lucky. This guy comes popping through the door. If you just stand here, as soon as he comes in, whack him a good one, and it always knocks him down. And then go at him hard. And here, this typically happens. I burn out my weapon before I can do him in. Grapple him behind and do him in. This cabinet here always has some good goodies, but not this time. It got burned. But it really sometimes has electronics in it. So pound back another stamina booster. Here I kind of fumble finger that clunky inventory worked against me. I really meant to replace the stamina boosters with the speed boosters because I don't like to have them both equipped at the same time. Check this out, I'm doing headshots in this guy. Look how many shots it takes to do him in. And I got ripped off here. I can't stand when this happens. When the weapon clips through the floor. I could have maybe picked it up there. I saw the prompt. Anyways, no biggie. I've already got a crude pick, and that's all I wanted. Because I'll be able to use the bad hangover mod to mod that. Give it a little more damage. There, and that's the way I want it. Next batch of Rises men here. This is what I like to do. There's a group of zombies right off to my right there that just came bursting through the door. So I throw a firecracker there, get Rises men to see me, and then retreat behind the zombies, throw another firecracker, get the zombies to create a kind of a roadblock, okay? So all the zombies go after the firecracker, and then they start mixing it up with Rises men. And if you're lucky, you can do everybody in with a couple of Molotovs. Or even one Molotov, or do a lot of them in with a Molotov. So this is great. Everyone's bunched together. And I missed my flammable liquid, so this Molotov wasn't nearly as effective as I wanted it to be. So now I'm throwing in another Molotov because I realized that. What I should have done was thrown another flammable liquid. Anyways, wiped out a lot of guys there, at least two of Rise's men and all the zombies, so that was worth it, even though I flubbed the flammable liquid. Grapple this guy behind, give him a major spanking. ran out of stamina. And my weapon burnt out, but I managed to do him in on the last shot there, so that was good. Looking for the best crude pick because I want to keep that. I want to grab some of these weapons, and actually what I'm looking for is what you just saw me get there, was the throwing stars. Those are going to be very useful. Going to need at least one for the bolter tissue run that we're going to do later on. So we got some throwing stars, that's good. Search for the antizin in this box. See, this box, the prompt to open that box will not appear until you defeat all of Rais's men. So there's no way to speed run through this. You must defeat those guys. Same with the previous batch of Rais's men. The next door, you won't be able to open it unless you defeat all of Rais's men. At the first batch of Rais's men there. Should have explained that. Anyways, things are going fast and furious here. Kick open that. Now I just want to speed run through this part here. Jump over here, quickly grab the bad hangover blueprint, whack that guy to get him out of the way. There's a bomber always spawns at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to sucker him into coming upstairs. See, it's on my ass now. Throw a firecracker out there. All the virals go after him. After the firecracker, the bomber comes out and ba-boom, blows away the the virals. I love doing that. And it, you know, it takes care of everything in one shot. And somebody's trying to whack me here while I'm trying to go through the door. Same thing here, there's another bomber at the bottom of the stairs, and there's also a biter on the floor who always grabs you. It's kind of like a trap. The biter grabs you, and then the bomber comes up and you get blown away. But you could sucker the bomber into blowing his load prematurely, and then you could just go through this door and skip by everyone. So now we're at the end of the school, and there's 3 more of Rais's men here. But the great thing about it is I sped run. I ran past everybody, so all those virals that spawned earlier are still out there. So some of them are mixing it up with Rais's men out there. You see, they're getting so this gives you an advantage. So even if you run out of Molotovs, which I did, you got a good advantage because they're mixing it up with the virals. And that's a nice combo I like to do with these under-leveled weapons. All you have to do is, whenever you electrify somebody, as soon as they're electrified, take out your rebar and whack them in the head. There we go. I was able to take down that guy. If there's only one more, he's mixing it up with the viral. That's great. So he can't dodge my attacks. Just have to do him in, and then we can exit the school. That's it, he's done. Let's get out of here. Forget about the viral. And we're done. 8 minutes, that's a really good time. I've done the school many times. Usually comes out to about 9 minutes. If I can get it to under 9, like about 8.5, that's a really good run. Being way under level like this. That one batch of Rais's men didn't quite work out as I planned. Okay, so this is a segmented run. I stopped that one segment there and I'm continuing here. This is how the game respawns you when you quit the game there. It's the exact same place. I just have to go through the exit door again. So now I'm picking and choosing the best crude pick to mod with the bad hangover, which gives it some pretty good damage. So now the gas pipe is going to be retired. This is our new weapon of choice. The crude pick modded with the bad hangover. And now it's basically run back to the tower. But it's still night. This is the way it always works out when you exit the school. You exit at nighttime, no matter how you try to work it. That's the way the game forces upon you. It kind of forces this upon you.
Will do. Don't worry.
So I've got volatiles on my arse. It's no biggie. I can with speed boosters you can outrun volatiles. Just barely though. So if you make a mistake, you know, they typically catch up with you. Start munching on your face, no deal. Yeah, that run through the school, that took a while to figure that out. Because otherwise, you're just there forever trying to defeat Rise's men, and typically you don't have enough gas in that tank to do it. You got to use some good strategy to do all that. And forget it. Without grapple, forget it. Absolutely forget it. If you don't have the grapple skill, I don't think it can be done. Alright, so it's up to the roof to talk to Raheem and tell him about the explosives that we found. Just gonna skip through that, of course. Here's Raheem. Drink his speed booster because I ran out. Skip through the cutscene. Or rather, skip through the dialogue. Now it's down to talk to Dr. Zare on the 19th floor. He tells us about the bolter tissue.
Hey Doc, you got a minute?
Skip through that dialogue.
Well, okay.
Then we're directed down to the quartermaster, who's gonna tell us on the map where the bolters are, so we can go get them. But first, no, that's what we're gonna do, right? I thought it was gonna stop and stop at the traders, but no. This is dubbed commentary, by the way. Obviously, there's no way I'll be able to do the school with live commentary. There's just no way. Okay, so we got two things to do with the quartermasters. Get him to map out where the bolters are on our map. That's what's happening now, this dialogue here. And then we're going to grab a whole bunch of goodies because he's got a fresh batch of goodies. Can't take the military shovel because we're full up. So now we're going to go running over to the trader. Sell up everything except the crude pick. And you can see he has Ben Franklin's key. And we want that because that can add electricity to any weapon. And electricity is probably the best mod you can have in a speed run of this nature, because it stuns the zombies, and you can apply it, the Ben Franklin key mod, you can apply it to like any melee weapon, so you don't have to worry about having the right weapon. Okay, so we picked up an extra military shovel. Just want to dump that off at the traders. We need every last freaking nickel we can lay our hands on, and we're off to the races. Now it's down to get the bolter tissue.
What's up, Spike?
We have to do this at night, but we got a safe zone that we already unlocked earlier. And you may hear the garbage truck in the background here. I got the windows open here in Montreal, Quebec. It's nice summertime weather. Okay, so we're in the safe zone. Sleep till night. Still got the speed booster active. That's great. Thankfully, amidst all the chaos at the end of the school, I remembered to save one of the throwing stars. I had to use a lot of them on one of Rise's men there because I ran out of Molotovs. Okay, so here we go. Throw a throwing star at the bolter, and he's down. Harvest him, and then run down to Dr. Zare at the trailer.
Here comes your chunk of zombie guts.
Still on that speed booster we gobbled back earlier. Up to see Dr. Zare, skip through the cutscene, and now I just want to jump up on top of the trailer and grab that blueprint. I'm kind of thinking I might actually be able to use it. It's right there. It'll only take a couple seconds. Now, I want to get the backpacker skill and the survivor, and save the power skill until. Oh, I have to now. That's exactly what I was waiting for. So get melee throw and that other skill that bumps up your health. I forget what it's called. Those are both level 4, power level 4 skills. So that's why I was saving the skill point earlier on. Now I have a funny feeling I'm going to run out of speed boosters and won't be able to have enough to finish the game. So I'm right here. I'm going to do another toxic lichen run.
head to the train yard.
So it's not have to waste time later on running back here. Okay, even though it's night, there's no volatiles around.
God damn it. Reckon, do you copy?
I'm just gonna do two trips around the course here. Take a couple minutes. It's really worth it.
No, he's not. He and Omar went to blow that nest, and now they're in trouble.
Like, what? Fuck! Where'd they get the explosives?
Well, Look, I stole them from Rais.
Coming up next, we're gonna go have to rescue Rahim.
I'm close. I'll get him to safety, Brecken.
You damn well better. You save him, you hear me? You save him so I can kick his fucking
You can hear all
ass.
this dialogue going on
Jane
now.
know about this.
No, she doesn't.
For God's sake, don't tell her. She'll go out looking for him. But I don't need her getting herself killed too. God damn it!
Another reason why I didn't collect enough toxic lichen earlier on is because I didn't want to spend 5 minutes, a whole 5 minutes in the second video, or the first or second video, just collecting toxic lichen, because I thought it would turn off a lot of viewers. What are you doing? This is a speed run? So I figured I'd split it up over, you know, a couple of runs here. Okay, so that's it. 2 runs around the toxic lichen run. So I'm pretty sure I've got enough to finish the game now. Enough to make enough speed boosters to finish the game. So that's that. Finally, it's back to the tower. We're going to have to go rescue Rahim. But I want to finish this run off at the tower. It's on the way. Sleep till morning, and then we can run up to the rail yard and rescue Rahim. Or rather, attempt to rescue Rahim.
Come here.
Sleep till morning. Then I'm gonna go right out to the place where you usually respawn when you quit the game. That's right here, and that's time. See you next video.